way we walk around, like we own this place, like we own this place. We walk around, like we own this place, like we own this place.
Hey yo YouTube, how the fuck you been doing? It's been a minute since I've even uploaded a video, but that's about to change because I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to get high kill games in Warzone. Now before we get into the guide, the gameplay you're going to be watching is me dropping 27 kills in a lobby which only started with 97 players. So you guys know that the potential I would have had with this game would have been around 40 plus kills with a normal 150 player lobby. So if you do enjoy the gameplay and the tips, make sure you leave a like and comment down below and subscribe for future high kill videos. I also stream live every single day on Twitch, so be sure to check that out and click the link in the description down below. And make sure you follow so you never miss a stream. So a question I get asked quite a lot is, how do I get high kill games and how do I improve my KD? And the tips I'm going to give to you guys go hand in hand at being able to improve both of these aspects and make you a better player in Warzone. And the tips I provide can be used for any meta combo that is currently used in Warzone and also useful for when a future new map is created. So before the game has even started, you need to pay attention to 3 different factors which will help dictate how you'll be playing in the forthcoming game. These are the direction of the plane, the circle, and looking at the number of players jumping out the plane and landing at specific hot drops. The reason we are focusing on the direction of the plane and the circle is because this tends to influence where majority of the lobby will drop. Therefore, you have a great understanding of where you need to be rotating to once you've gotten your loadout and will be maximizing your kill potential. Now landing tends to be quite straightforward. You want to be landing at the main hot drops such as Superstore and getting very quick kills to build your momentum and confidence. This is quite key because getting a few kills very early on puts you in the right mind frame of being not only more aggressive, but wanting to achieve a potential high kill game. Once you cleared out the hot zone, don't spend too much time looting, just get the sufficient econ needed to get your loadout and your UAV, and this is when the important decision making begins. This is when it's all about your rotation, positioning, and knowing which gunfights you need to be taking on. For rotation, you need a constant flow of UAVs throughout the entire game. And especially in the beginning, you need to capitalize on all the players who haven't got the desired loadout yet, or just aren't running Ghost. This combined with the use of a vehicle will allow you to not only control how the gunfight will pan out, but gives you the flexibility of deciding which specific team you want to engage with. You'll notice in the gameplay that I'm constantly using a vehicle to rotate around the map and engage in as many gunfights as I possibly can with the help of UAVs. Now I know a lot of you have also experienced times during the game where you just have no interactions with any opponents and it's almost a guessing game as to where anyone really is. The best way to deal with this is to remember the direction of the plane and begin to push areas where majority of the lobby were jumping out. The reason for this is because the average player doesn't play super aggressive and tends to allow the circle to guide them to where they should go next. This combined allows you to create a buffer zone between the circle and the gas, allowing you to take advantage of those rotating late and gifting you very easy kills. However, as easy as it sounds, you need to be smart about this. Therefore, you need to also prioritize positioning and knowing which gunfights you should be taking on. In my opinion, these are the concepts that are overlooked the most, but are actually essential if you're looking to improve your overall gameplay. So when it comes down to positioning, whether it be squads or duos, you want to make each gunfight a 1v1 situation and break the opposing team apart. Ideally to do this, you want to maximize your usage of cover and never getting too complacent with your original position. Always reposition yourself after you shot and create a new line of sight whilst using the surrounding environment around you as potential cover. This tends to force the opposing player to push you and make them vulnerable and also alienate themselves from their team, gifting you an easy pick. A common mistake I've seen a lot of players make in regards to positioning is this complacency of not readjusting, because you have to remember, your initial position isn't always going to be the best one for all scenarios. You need to constantly be moving around and improving your awareness of what's happening around you. This will help you reduce your chances of getting flanked and third-partied. Positioning is also influenced by how late into the game you're in, and this is where you need to adjust the pace you are playing at. You'll notice in the gameplay, when I reach the neighborhood area, I don't play overly aggressive and I start picking off players who are in very exposed positions in the open and who are late rotating. The reason I've done this is because not only am I using the buildings around me as cover, I've given myself a safety net, knowing my back is protected, and whatever's in front of me in my visual is all I have to really focus on, reducing the chance of me dying. The concept of knowing which gunfight to take on is also affected by your positioning. This is when you need to question if it's ideal to push specific teams. For example, a common mistake I see is the engagement of unnecessary gunfights when the gas is approaching. What tends to happen is that the storm closes in and both teams end up being in very open and exposed positions as they're trying to fight each other and rotate at the exact same time. This gunfight will not only waste your resources, but will alert other teams who are going to potentially hold you out when you try to get into the safe zone. Therefore, taking an extra 30 or so seconds before shooting will allow you to not only get into a better position with cover, but have the ability to hold out other teams rotating as well. A very obvious tip is to just avoid players or teams camping in buildings, purely because it normally leads to either you dying or just wasting a lot more time. And when it comes to battle royales, you want to be as efficient as you can be with your time. A good way to improve is to critique your own gameplay. Look over your past games and see how you died and how are you using your time throughout the games. You'll begin to notice the small errors you can tweak, which will begin to make your gameplay way more fluent and allow you to stop making the same mistakes over again. This way you'll notice exactly what you should be working on as well. So this is more of a blueprint on how to get more kills and having a greater understanding of how you should be going about in your games. If you would want way more in-depth guides on me going over my gameplay, or just different aspects of the game, let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more high kill gameplays and tips. And if you haven't already, check out my Twitch for daily live streams. Hope you guys have a great day and take care. Safe.
You